On this episode of Socks for Christmas, we have this from IGN. Shang Chi 2 gets promising update from star Shimalama. What is he going to say? The movie's not happening? Is he going to say, hey, they canceled the movie because no one gives a shit about Shang-Chi or me? So they decided to save some money? Nope, quite the opposite. He simply says it's happening. It's happening, folks. We are going to get Shang-Chi 2. And you know what? No one's going to see it. Shang-Chi 1, was it good? I thought it was okay. Compared to everything else we've gotten out of the MCU lately, I would say Shang-Chi was maybe a bright spot, but that's still a bright spot in a pile of shit. So you really can't give much credit to this movie. I thought it was just way out of left field. Honestly, I plan on making a much longer video about this though. I think what should have happened is Infinity War should have came out. And then we should have had maybe a year to 2 years in between before Endgame. And during that time, we would have seen what life was like during the blip. And I thought Black Panther 2, that's when it should have came out. I think Shang-Chi should have came out at that time. I think we should have gotten to see a couple of different heroes in between Infinity War and Endgame. Maybe incorporate them into the final battle. That might have been a good idea. But you know what? I'll go into that longer on another video. But Shang-Chi was an okay movie at best. It was a kung fu movie. It didn't really have any MCU implications at all. The 10 rings aren't really going to matter. I think people were theorizing that somehow they're connected with Quantum Mania and Kang's world. And somehow with the Miss Marvel bracelet. Who gives a shit at this point? You guys are not going to do the Infinity Stones again. You're not going to assemble all these things and tell us that, yes, this stuff comes from ancient magic or ancient technology or some shit like that. No one cares. You guys you're trying the same thing. As I'm saying that now, I'm realizing that, wow, they're just trying to do the same thing again. Just worse. They went off after Endgame and did all these solo projects to introduce us to the new heroes, the new crop of Avengers, and it was just worse. Everything about it was just nowhere near the gravitas of what we had before, and the heroes, no one connected, no one cared about it. The only thing that saved Shang-Chi from becoming an absolute box office flop was they spent next to nothing on the marketing. They spent nothing. I think they spent double digits on the marketing when Disney usually clears $100 million for most of their marketing budgets. So, did they even believe in this? Also, as another side note though, when this movie came out, I think there was some fuckery going on with the box office numbers. Disney was fudging number. I don't know what exactly the minutiae are because no two websites will tell me the exact same thing, but I wouldn't be surprised if something happened with these numbers. That this movie got all these great reviews and great ratings and great numbers and stuff like that, and afterwards, we have not even remotely sniffed this dude in the MCU since then. Isn't that a little bit strange, though? You would think, because, of course, he was talking shit online. He was like, oh, it flopped so hard they gave us a sequel. Yeah, dude, no one's seen you since. No one has seen you in Marvel since, your character, and you haven't even been in Hollywood really since, okay? Yeah, I know you were one of the Kens in the Barbie movie, but if you were playing the role of Ryan Gosling's Ken, that movie wouldn't have made $1 billion. There is no way. ShamWow over here is bringing in $1 billion to the box office. Fuck out of here, man. So, Shang-Chi 2, it's just going to expose him. It's going to expose him, and Disney is going to spend a boatload of money on this movie, on the marketing, and it's not going to make a fucking dime in the box office. And you know what? Fuck it, I don't even care anymore. Get rid of these characters, get rid of these storylines that no one gives a shit about. Reboot the whole thing at this point. I was reading that, hey, Secret Wars might reboot the entire thing. You have to destroy it, because everything that you have built up, all these characters that you have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in, no one gives a damn about them. So you've wasted all this money. More importantly, you've wasted our time as fans and all of our goodwill telling us every single time a show comes out, a movie, they're going to love this, it's the best thing you're going to see, and what happens? It's all crap. It's all crap. It's all garbage. It's all whatever you want to say it is. It ain't working out. Shang-Chi 2, that ain't going to work out. And I couldn't care any less about that. What do you guys think about that?